bit of breaking news for upload at the Jefte feed. Yeah, so this will be put at the start of the Jefte feed. Just seen it there walking back. So, Rangers have withdrawn their request to have the game postponed with St Mirren. So let's just dive into it. We can confirm our request to potentially postpone our St Mirren or Scottish Premiership match with St Mirren later this month has been withdrawn. The game will now take place at 12 noon on Sunday, August the 24th at the SMISA Stadium and will be broadcast live by Sky Sports. End of quote. So ticket information will be released to supporters in due course. So, I mean, by the sounds of it, that request potentially, to me, people are reading this as, oh, it was stupid having this in there in case we lost. To me, this reads that we're going to play it regardless. So, correct decision. Although, on the flip side, what if we don't beat St Mirren? Aye. Big Jefte, whatever you want to call him, right? He looks like he's on his way out of Rangers. 5 million from Palmeiras. I mean, what is there even to say about this? I'm not even going to make a case to keep him. See if it's 5 million, sell him. We are not in any position to arse of it. We need to get people off the wage bill. And now I'll admit, we're not blessed for left backs, but if this club actually did transfers properly, what we would have done, see, instead of spending like 3.5 million on a Fernandes, the millions that we're spending on this Mendy guy that's not played an awful lot of first team minutes, you know what you would have to do? You'd have went and spent like 2 million on James Penrice, who was literally like what, the best left back in the league last year. Safe pair of boots, not quite hands because he's not a goalkeeper, but you know, that's what you went and do. But obviously paying Hearts, you know, a couple of mil for a left back who's 26, 27 is just completely and utterly out of the question. But no, and now we're left with this situation where we'll probably sell Jefte for 5 million, which I completely agree with, because you know, we actually need to start selling players and making a bit of money. It's all good talking about Nico Raskin, about Hamzi Gamani, Diamonde. Oh, these guys are worth this, they're worth that. So unless you actually sell them, you're not getting the money. Now, I know that may sound like I'm stating the obvious there, but that is the reality. So for me, sell them. There's not even a case. It's like, yeah, here. See against Pilsen, right, the 3-0 game. Did we look better with a natural left back in there? Yeah. But how much is that due to Jefte, and how much is that just due to the fact that he's a left back? I believe you put any left back in there and things are going to look relatively alright and better. So for me, no. Jefte's got to go. 5 million's 5 million. Big profit on the guy. And I mean, it's not quite the 10 million that was floated about in January from Chelsea. But I mean, again, I think most of us knew that was always going to be some form of pipe dream. It's like, how many players though have we heard, oh, there's bids, oh, Cyril Dessor's £5 million, right? It's like, see, unless you're actually selling the guy, you're not getting the money. And I think it's about time we actually cashed in on these players. And Cyril Dessor's, well, I mean, he's another one I would have cashed in on. His offside goal against Dundee is just another prime example of what that guy brings. Pain. And let's actually look at Jefte, right? 5 million. What are the memories of Jefte? Getting sent off against Kiev. I mean, I'm not saying the guy, every game he played was bad, but I don't look at a player in that team that's irreplaceable. I really don't see that. You know, I think the fact that Russell Martin wanted to completely disrupt the team by playing a right back at left back when Jefte was there fit and available kind of just sums up the lack of need to actually, you know, want to. I mean, who's actually going to want to keep this guy? Leave it down below. Do you think it's a mistake selling Jefte? I think just 5 million for the guy's great business, because like I said, I mean, you could just, I feel like anybody is just going to add natural stability to that side of the team, right? And I think the proof is in the pudding against Victoria Pilsen. I just, you've seen it. But then you look against Dundee, right? Exact same 11. Jefte played. And again, it's not all Jefte's fault. Let's get that clear. But the reality is, folks, Jefte played his part, and it's just the one position in the team that needs an upgrade. Even if we kept Jefte and Yilmaz and there's the option of playing Max Aarons there, everybody's still saying that we need a left back. So sell him for 5 million. I mean, that has to be the business model. Sell him for 5 million, right? And then bring someone in for cheaper. But there's the problem. I mean, you could have got Penrice for like, what, 2.2? And that's another guy, man. Ridvan Yilmaz, what are we doing with him? And I mean, I don't know. Too injury prone to rely on. And he has a good game once every 10, and he only plays about 20 games a season. So we do the math. Ridvan Yilmaz gives us 2 games a season. Ideal world, you get rid of both of them, man. You bring in players that actually know what they're doing, because they don't really have a Scooby snack what they're doing, man. But yeah, and also, I mean, Martin, this whole inverted fullback thing, I just don't think we've got. Jefte can't play it. Ridvan's body would break down before it would work, and it's like, how can we be playing this inverted fullback pish and still be getting overrun pretty much all over the pitch and giving up chances and doing hee-haw in return? It's actually crazy, man, to think how many chances we've gave up and how little we've created despite playing a quote-unquote attacking style of football. It's actually a bit of a joke, man. It's a joke. But leave your thoughts down below. Do you think 5 million for Jefte is a good deal? For me, absolutely take it. Is there truth in it? I mean, you have to wait and see, but I think the fact it's coming from like his homeland, I mean, Brazilian clubs, they tend to, they're more known for selling than buying. But if there's one thing you have to give Jefte credit for, folks, he's always fit. You know, you're not getting a left back that's never fit, or never ready, or missing a whole lot of games. I know he's only had 1 full season at the start of this season, but I can't recall too many games the guy's missed through injury. He tends to always be there in some capacity, and he is Brazilian. He already knows that league. Yeah, I see no reason to keep him, man. I look at the state of this team mentality, and it's all right to think about, it's all those players from previous eras, like Gio, Gerrard, the guys that won the league with Gerrard, they need to go. Tav's the last man standing, and I agree, Tav does need to go. But is it just a case of this mentality it's airborne, and it just gets into every single player that's ever going to be at this club in the near future? Because Gazima and Ant-Man looked like world beaters on last week against Victoria Pilsen. Then against Dundee, they don't amount to shite. I don't know, man. Something's very dodgy. Either or, though. Jefte, 5 million, great deal. Because I mean, talk about like 5 million for like getting into the Champions League playoff, or was it 5.5 or something? Then you factor in 5 million for Jefte. It's decent money. If Jefte's deal goes through in the next couple of days and we beat Pilsen, I mean, there's like 10 million you've got for players. So, aye, need to sign on that dotted line, guys. Get Jefte done.